History, dear reader, is a peculiar creature. It ambles through the ages, lugging behind it a suitcase stuffed with calamities, triumphs, and the occasional bizarre knick-knack. But what if some of its most dazzling minds peeked out from that suitcase and stepped into our present? Imagine Leonardo da Vinci marveling at drones buzzing like mechanical dragonflies, or Mary Shelley wincing at our experiments in synthetic biology. Would their brows furrow in concern, or would they grin at our audacity? Join us as we rummage through history's trunk and invite four remarkable minds, Da Vinci, Shelley, Franklin, and Gandhi, to spend a day in our modern world. Through their imagined reactions, we'll glimpse not just how far we've come, but how their wisdom might steer us toward a brighter future. Ah, Leonardo. Even the name rolls off the tongue like the brushstroke of an artist. His notebooks brimmed with wonders that seemed impossible in his time, machines to fly, devices to measure, and sketches of anatomical intricacy that might make even modern medical students gasp. How might our world measure up to the maestro's imagination? Picture Da Vinci strolling through a robotics lab, leaning in to inspect an artificial limb with eyes alight. Magnifico, he might declare, sketching furiously in his notebook, only now it's a sleek digital tablet, borrowed from the nearest researcher. He would stand in awe before an MRI scanner tracing his finger over its polished frame, while muttering about the marvel of seeing inside the human form without a single incision. Beyond the lab, Leonardo might pause at a bustling art exhibit featuring digital installations that merge technology with creativity. His Renaissance ethos, which celebrated the convergence of disciplines, would no doubt find joy in these modern collaborations. Yet his excitement might be tempered by concern. Where is the human touch in this, he might ask, gesturing at rows of soulless machinery. To Leonardo, progress without beauty and purpose would be a hollow endeavor. He might remind us to paint inspiration across the canvas of invention, ensuring our creations don't merely function, but enchant. And ever the tinkerer, he would surely leave us with sketches of impossible machines yet to be built, a challenge for future generations to dream even bigger. Mary Shelley, creator of the monster that redefined the boundaries between life and death. What would she make of our daring experiments today, where genes are edited and machines murmur like living things? Imagine her perched on the edge of a seminar on bioengineering, her pen flying across paper as scientists debate the implications of synthetic life. She might gaze wide-eyed at headlines touting breakthroughs in artificial intelligence, genetic manipulation, and even efforts to reanimate extinct species. Such boldness would intrigue her, no doubt, but the shadows of her famous tale would linger in her words. Mary Shelley. When does creation turn to hubris? Shelley would remind us that the boundaries between marvel and monstrosity are perilously thin, urging society to approach innovation with humility. She might also express cautious admiration for experiments that combine artistry and technology. AI programs crafting sonnets or designing artwork. Her poetic soul would likely embrace these creative endeavors as a way to balance the moral dilemmas of scientific advancement. Perhaps she'd even pen a new cautionary tale for the modern age, a haunting reminder that our creations must never outpace our conscience. Let's summon Franklin, the ever-curious tinkerer whose penchant for invention rivaled his love of diplomacy. Today's world, bursting with electrified marvels and boundless communication, would surely have him grinning like a schoolboy who's stumbled across a cache of fireworks. Picture him picking up a smartphone, tilting it this way and that as he examines its sleek design. Benjamin Franklin, this is not merely a tool, it is magic. He'd marvel at the democratization of information, the sheer audacity of an entire library held in the palm of one's hand. But Franklin's sharp mind would not rest. He'd envision ways to harness these tools to foster enlightenment, urging society to use technology to spread knowledge, reason, and understanding. Ever the advocate for education, Franklin might call for a renewed focus on critical thinking and intellectual curiosity, encouraging people to sift through the noise of modern media with logic as their guide. Benjamin Franklin, VO. The key to progress is an informed and thoughtful citizenry. And then there's Gandhi, a man whose resolve and simplicity shook empires. His unyielding commitment to peace and justice echoes across time. But how might he react to today's bustling, tech-driven world? Picture Gandhi stepping into the heart of a crowded city, the hum of electric cars blending with the murmur of voices. He might nod approvingly at wind farms and solar panels, their clean energy offering a glimpse of the harmonious relationship he so cherished between humanity and nature. At the same time, his serene gaze might linger on the faces of those left behind in the rush for progress, the marginalized and the voiceless. Progress is fleeting without compassion. Gandhi would urge us to temper advancement with empathy to ensure that no step forward tramples the dignity of others. He'd caution against the homogenizing effects of globalization, reminding us to treasure the diversity of cultures and traditions. His steady hand would guide us to view technology not as a weapon, but as a bridge to understanding and peace. And so, as we rummage through history's kaleidoscope, we find not only admiration, but gentle admonitions against losing our way. Leonardo, Shelley, Franklin, and Gandhi remind us that progress must be thoughtful, creation must be ethical, and humanity must always take precedence. As we reflect on their wisdom, may we strive to honor their legacies, not just in the marvels we invent, but in the hearts we uplift along the way. Which historical figure do you think would be most fascinated or most troubled by today's world, and why? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more intriguing content.